your girl, Bernice Renee. If you are a new viewer, hello. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join the Beehive. If you are returning, happy Thursday, happy Friday Eve. So today's video, I'm just gonna hop right into it. So I have Facebook, y'all, and I just scroll. I don't be on Facebook how I used to be on there. I used to bring in all kinds of controversy. But now I'm more of a browser. I'm more of one of those people that just be looking and just be like, oh my gosh. But I had to make a video on this topic because I see so many people speak on mothers and having kids, and it's just like, I be wanting to just drill them with questions, like questions that need answers. So it was a black guy that asked this question. He was saying, because he has these thoughts, why do single women post pics of pregnancy without the father? Question mark. Has single motherhood become a trend? Question mark. Do you not need the man? Question mark. Was it just a fling and oops, I'm preggo? Help me out here. So the first thing that came to my head is like, I pray to God that his mother is married, that his grandmother is married, that the majority of the women in his family are married. Because for you to be asking these questions and then your foundational family, where you come from, has not followed this, like, you're automatically an invalid person to be speaking on this. Now, granted, everyone can say what they want to say. I'm not saying that he can't speak, or, you know, if he genuinely had these thoughts, I'm not saying that he can't ask for opinions. But either way, it just comes off wrong. It just comes off very like, ugh. So I'm gonna answer the question. Why do single women post pics of pregnancy without the father? First of all, can I not love myself to want to post myself? Like, baby or not, I look good. You know what I'm saying? So he's not always around. Well, I don't understand this question. I did read his comments though. He did say that he edited his post and he took off the first question because it's very irrelevant. What do you mean, why do we post pictures? I post selfies all day, every day. The man that I'm dating, or like, that question was just dumb. So he did take that question out, because when I was reading the comments, you know, he asked this kind of, I feel like, out of genuality, but some of his responses was really, I feel like he was attacking women. And it's just like, bro, pick a side. Like, either you're just really curious about this question, or you trying to prove a point by asking this question. And he had contradicting responses. So he did end up taking off the first question. So I ain't even gonna continue to talk about that. The second question, he said, has single motherhood become a trend? I would say it hasn't become a trend. It has become more of a normal thing. You know what I'm saying? We are now in the stages of where women are making just as much money, if not more money, than men. So when it comes to if a dad is gonna act right or not, I'm not gonna go through all this headache and this stress and this crying and this getting the law involved and child support every 2 weeks. I'm not gonna go through that. I have the opportunity to boss up. I have the opportunity to make 6 figures. I got the opportunity to become a CEO, a COO, whatever the case may be. So I'm just gonna do what I need to do in order to come up so that I can take care of my kid or kids, if that's the case. Disclaimer, this is not about any of my kids' fathers. This isn't pertaining to my situation. This is simply just answering his post, because I feel like a lot of people attack single women with kids, or when women become pregnant, I feel like we always get attacked. Like, what are y'all attacking us for? Because I'm telling you, if your mama is not with your father, she is a prime example. And if you don't know who your father is, she is a prime example. You need to just go right on back home and ask your mama these same questions, because I'm telling you, if she can't give you an answer, then it's none of your business. You know what I'm saying? It's none of your business. But it hasn't become a trend. It's just become more normal. You know what I'm saying? I come from where, like, my mama taught me to just do what I needed to do. She told me to never use my kids as leverage. She put that on a Post-it note for me and put it on my mirror when I was 15, because that's when I had my son. Put it on my mirror, and it said I would not use my child as leverage. And at that point, of course, I wasn't quite sure what the hell that meant. But because it was there and I read it every day, that's something that I grew into mentally, like never, ever, ever use my child as leverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you can't do this, or you can't be with me or do this, then you can't see your child. Negative. Never done that. Never will be that type of person. And I see my mama work hard. I'm sorry. So it's just like where I come from, seeing her work hard, seeing her do her thing for me and my sister, and then other family members' kids that live with us. And then she was even a foster mom. So we took in outsiders. Like, it's possible to do it with just one person. Now, of course, I'm sure she would have loved to have a man, mom, you know, and the, you know, the kids, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? And just know that all things are possible. So it's possible for just women to just be like, hey, I don't want to deal with the headache of trying to make this man do something that he clearly is not ready to do. He's not suited to do. He can't afford to do. And then here come the man. Well, you knew what kind of man he was before you slept with him, or before you got pregnant, or whatever the case may be. Granted, we see red flags. And, you know, I can kind of speak on this because even when I met my daughter's father, it was like all game. Like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and that, I'm this and that, I've done this, I got this, I got that. Like, bro spit a really good game, made it seem like he was just a top tier type of man. And then the moment that I was like, okay, I'm gonna see what you made of, get an apartment, this and that, and this and that. It was over as quick as it started, because they don't really be about what they talking about. And usually, you know, you kind of make choices that are immature or whatever. So in this case, obviously having unprotected sex was a poor choice. But my daughter's a blessing. So technically, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like everything happens for a reason. So that happened exactly the way that was supposed to happen. I was supposed to have my daughter. I love my daughter. She's such a sweetheart. And then it's like, did you know what type of man that you were dealing with? Well, he told me what type of man he was. And then when it was time for him to show me what type of man he was, he failed in all areas. And that's when I left. Now, I get that some women don't leave and some women stay and just keep having babies and just keep going through the cycle. Well, not this one. You got one time to fuck up. You might have twice. But after that, it's a wrap. I'm gone. I'm telling you, I think I met this man in July. By October 31st, I was back home. Lease broken, like, didn't give a fuck. Like, I'm telling you. So you have women like that, you know, it don't take much for me to learn a lesson. But then you have women that just hold on because, you know, they want to be kept or whatever the reason is. But we can't always say that, you know, women knew what type of man they was dealing with prior to, because, you know, they actually have to show you. It's completely different when y'all just courting each other. When you're meeting up, going to restaurants, or when you're going to the club and together and stuff like that. That's completely different from when you decide to put a man in a position to actually be a man, and then you realize that he's not even a man and he can't do it, or he don't even know the first step on how to do it. Yeah. So, and honestly, I feel like it resorts back to the men. Like, he took no accountability for men in this post. Like, where are the men that keep talking a good game, but actually stand on their 10 toes when it comes to actually being a man and do what men are supposed to do? Where's any of that accountability for, okay, so I accidentally got this woman pregnant. Yeah, we're not going to be together. Yeah, it was just a fling. But still, I have a responsibility now. I have a whole child. Where's any of that man's accountability? It's simply just her fault because she knew what kind of man that she was dealing with? No, and maybe he knew what type of thing this was. He knew that he just wanted to have sex. So why wasn't he protecting, you know, having protective sex? Why is it just solely, it's like, men kill me. Always speaking on women's subjects, but don't even be like really accepting the accountability on behalf of the men. This goes much more further than single motherhood being a trend. It's not a trend. Women are having to do exactly what they have to do because men are not men. They're not stepping up to the plate. They're not being fathers. He's not sitting here making a post saying that, hey man, y'all need to boss up. There's way too many single mothers out here. No, he's asking why we're single mothers. Because you men are not stepping up to the plate. That's why. Like, I don't know how much more clear I need it written on my forehead. I can make it. Like, it blew me. Do you not need the man? Well, after you've shown me that you can't be a man, absolutely not. I don't want anything to do with you when you've shown me that you can't do anything that I need you to do. And it's not even what I need you to do. You're a man. You have certain responsibilities that you're supposed to take care of as a man. Just, that's without a woman. And the fact that if you're not even hitting those marks, I can't expect you to hit any other marks that I may need or want of you. Do we not, some women, we don't need the man at the end of the day. I'm telling you, my dad just told me the other day, he was like, telling me about a situation with someone else. And then I was like, well, you see how it ended with me. You know, I was like, I ended up being in the house by myself. And then I begged my best friend to move in. He was like, man, yeah, Bird, I hate when you do that. I hate when you feel like a guy has your heart and you try to be all helpful and help this guy and y'all do all this moving in together. He's like, you do too well on your own. And realistically, like, women kind of do have it down packed when they by themselves, you know, unless they get a man that is just above them and is doing better than them. We're always reaching back to help. You get what I'm saying? We're always reaching back. Give us a man that we need to reach forward, like slow, like catch me slow. I want to keep up to your pace. So he's asking all these questions, but bruh, where's any accountability for men? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Was it just a fling and oops, I'm preggo? That shit happens all the time, bro. That shit happens all the time. And it's like, was it a fling? It might have been. But then again, like I said, the accountability is on the woman and the man, because if she know that there was a chance that she would get pregnant by having raw sex, he also knew that same thing. And then when it comes to the position of when she is pregnant, oh, you know, we were just flinging around. You should not keep your baby. But you don't even know her religious beliefs for you to be saying that, because it was just a fling. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what past trauma that she went through when it comes to sex or when it comes to kids for you to be saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know nothing about her. It was just a fling. So whose fault is it really? You get what I'm saying? So it's so much more deeper than these dumbass, basic ass statements that men be making. Y'all kill me talking on women's situations and not just really taking accountability for yourself or your own actions as a man. For any of these men, I am a big advocate. If you are a homie and your homeboy has kids and your homeboy is not taking care of his kids and you are steady hanging out with this friend, you are a part of the problem. You should not be hanging out with your friends that are not taking care of their responsibilities, because that means that you're just like them. I'm sorry. You are what you associate with. You hanging around 10 broke people, guess what the people are going to do to you? They're going to end up making you spend your money and you're going to end up being broke just like them. So you can't sit here and tell me that when you hang around 3 deadbeats and you got 2 kids that they're not going to convince you or just naturally subconsciously doing things that they do, which means, you know, if they don't take care of their kids when they supposed to, they could go to the park during this time. Y'all not going to the park no more because you with these niggas. You usually pick them up on daycare on time, but you not, because you out partying with these guys. Like, no, you are a part of the problem. I don't care. Like, I wouldn't dare be friends with a female who has kids and who's not taking care of their kids. Period. You have nothing to say to me. You have nothing to say to me. You're a mom and you don't have a job. You have nothing to say to me. You're a mom and these kids is not getting a bath every day. You're not getting up cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, you're not teaching them. No, I would never be friends with someone who's not on their shit. And that's just as a person, as an individual, their own personal upkeeping. And if they're a mom, specifically when it comes to their kids. Being a mother is a privilege. It's a whole purpose. The same as being a father. It's a whole purpose. And if you are not fulfilling that purpose, you are failing at life. Period. I firmly believe that the reason why my life goes the way that it goes is because I do take heed in being a mother. I love being a mom. I don't care nothing about when nobody, oh, she's having another kid, with the woo, all of that extraness. I don't care, because God has a plan. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to forever be blessed for doing what I need to do and taking care of my kids. Plus, who doesn't want to raise little them? My kids, like, my son is intelligent as hell. I can only imagine how far and where he's going to go in life. Like, I'm like, this boy is a genius. Like, hello Jeopardy, hello Harvard, or whatever school he wants to go to. If he even wants to go to school, he can freaking draw, y'all. What art school? Like, I'd be amazed at the things that I find out that he can do. that I ain't had that talent. So maybe it was his daddy, because I ain't had that talent. Hold on, y'all, my mother is calling. And my daughter, she's gonna be so tall. So it's like, I can't imagine what sport she's gonna be good at. You know, it's just so much that I'm like, I got kids, we can build this great legacy. My family's gonna be great. Plus, I wanna leave a legacy. I don't wanna be just the only McFerrin woman, you know, to just do great. I wanna be in a history book. And if not on the history book, in a magazine or something, saying that, hey, the McFerrin family did their thing when they was alive or when she was alive. Like, I'm sorry, I got bigger goals besides turning up every weekend and making sure that people around me currently know who I am and what I do. It go deeper than that, you know what I'm saying? It go way deeper than that. That is my little mini rant. I had to speak on that because, like I said, men are always speaking on women. They're always speaking on women, and they're always speaking on women's stuff, and it's just like, can we get some men that actually are stand-up men that actually do their shit? And I know there are men out there that, so let me stop and let me give a round of applause to the men that are actually 100% active fathers, that are 100% in tune with their kids, that 100% take care of their baby mom, whether they are together or not, because really that's what it's about. You don't have to be with her. I don't have to be with him in order to be cool and to feel like I want to protect his name or protect who he is, because honestly, I do. I want to be able to be super cool and be, you know, like friends with my kids' fathers and like gift them stuff like that, you know, because we brought a whole amazing human being in this world. Like, I love the shit out of my kids. So it's like, it's only right that I appreciate the person that helped me bring my kid into the world. So it's definitely shout out to all the active fathers. I'm talking about the full-time fathers, the ones that are still trying to get it together, the ones that are working hard, you know, to be the better person in a situation that they may be having trouble in. It's still shout out to y'all. Just keep striving and keep working. You know, things will work out for you. You'll see your kid, or you just have to stay positive, and you have to stay. You guys are a team, and it may take, you know, time, but don't give up. And shout out to y'all that are really doing your thing and helping your kids' mom. And just, you know, there are women like me that appreciate y'all. Like, I definitely appreciate men that are fathers that actually do the damn thing. So shout out to y'all. Y'all are not forgotten. Y'all are not left out. Y'all deserve all the praise. You deserve all the good sex, all that good stuff. You deserve amazing gifts. Like, if you are doing the thing, you are doing the thing. It's like, you know, everyone should be praised. And I feel like mothers should be praised too. So for sure, shout out to all the mommies that's still getting it and that gets it on the daily. You know, whether they have help or not, just keep pushing, keep doing it, keep believing, keep having faith. And, you know, one day it'll all work out exactly how you want it to, how you've always dreamt of. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my mini rant, my mini vent sessions. If that was Red Table Talk or B Table Talk. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, join the Beehive. Every day this month of July, a video will be dropped. I am on a YouTube journey, you guys, so stay with me. Plug in, tap in. It's gonna be great. Tell me if y'all like this topic or this rant, because I like to talk and I like to debate. So yeah, I'm up for it. I'm up for the challenge. Give me some topics to talk about, and I will go head to head with you. I used to love to debate in class. I still will debate. I got facts for you. I got statistics for you. I got examples for you. I probably got some personal experiences for you. So yeah, drop some topics that you guys would like to talk about. And y'all have a wonderful Thursday, Friday Eve. I'll see y'all in the next video.